Yeah, I'm
Doing
alright.
well.
Just getting myself comfortable. We could be in for the long haul here.
Yeah, could be here for quite some time.
But I've got watching the Chelsea game to be here. I am committed as they come, and I'm looking forward to what should be a good.
Wow.
Oh, they can't hear Cub.
All right, now that
Apparently.
now that no one heard my
Can you
intro
hear?
as I was muted LBS, good job.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're just gonna hand it over. We're gonna get this started. Once
Right.
again, the grand finals of the Breath of the Wild 20 any% tournament. Take it away, you two.
Alright, we're off to a flying start, okay? Yeah, so like Cub said to us and no one else, grand finals, P5 coming in winner's side, looked very hot. He's had some incredibly consistent runs at a slightly. I mean, both of these runs have been incredibly consistent. I think P5's just have a slight pace advantage.
Yeah. It is worth mentioning that P5 did world record last night, and then had a salty run back
every night,
and got another sub 25. So, he's coming in very hot, to say the least.
He's pretty good at this game.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second.
So the way the I forgot the word. The way the bracket grand finals is gonna be is it's best of 5. It's a best of 5 set and best of 3 sets, but player 5 comes in with a 1 set advantage. So yeah, we could be here a while. We could be here quite not a while. We will see how it ends up going.
Yeah, it just depends.
Depends how they go, yeah. So if Daniel takes the first set, then we have a minimum of 6 games. But we will see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Daniel's just been extremely consistent. He has PB'd in, I think, 2 or 3 of his tournament races. And which is quite impressive. The amount of pressure that you have on you while you are racing these things is daunting, and so the fact that he has PB'd like twice, I think, and then lost to PB during his match with Tapir to Dark Beast, funnily enough, is quite funny. Yeah, so he's the winner of the losers bracket. A bit of a dark horse. I wouldn't say that I would have.
Though, wasn't he? Or am I going insane?
What?
Is he in winners finals or? Let me double check.
What?
Yeah, so he was in winners finals and lost to play 5, so he only did 1 round in losers. But yeah.
Yeah. But he won losers bracket.
Yeah.
So.
Beating Tapir in a best of 3, which is impressive. Tapir is an incredible runner as well.
Absolutely. And also, Tapir is the only person to take a match off of player 5. So, right ascension.
They're both on Canadian French. What's going on here?
SMH.
That's like 6 frames slower, maybe 10. I don't remember, but it's slower.
Yes, it's tiny bit slower.
I suspect we'll see new plat from both runners. I'm a bit out of the loop, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty standard going now. We will see.
Daniel in his last match last week ran Boku Shield.
Yeah,
so
we'll see then.
We will see. And I think that's one of the things that has made Daniel so successful, is that when people were changing to new plat, he stuck with what he knew, and so he didn't have any problems with like BLSSs going wrong just because they hadn't been practiced enough.
That said, BLSSs are free.
Yeah, BLSSs are free, but people haven't practiced them as much.
Shield again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means player 5 should inherently have a slightly faster route, and we will see who makes more mistakes of the two, because that's what it will come down to at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to compare the 2 runs until we get to Glider. I have a rough idea of when timings are meant to be compared to each other, but I don't know it like perfectly. We'll see.
It seems like by the 3rd shrine you have a good idea, because they've both done their amiibo scans by then. So.
Yeah, but like the longest split for this route is like the max split, not the Magna Quarry split for the new route is a long one, in opposed to this route where the third words are hard, okay? Compared to the old route where going to mag is a fairly short split. It's a 1 BTB.
No,
Oh,
Daniel!
Daniel gets sniped. That's not the start he'd want.
No, that's quite unfortunate. That does
I'd
put
actually say that's
him...
probably the exact start he didn't want.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
I don't know, I feel like that's about as accurate as I can get. We see a very nice BLSS from P5. He does have some very efficient wiggles. And we see him attempting to clip in with the skew you get to clip into Temple of Time.
Yeah. Surprised you failed that. It seems like it's been quite consistent now with that shield reset in Temple of Time.
Yeah, I think his angle is slightly off. Yeah, but with that we see an early lead for player 5.
Yeah.
The new plat has a slightly faster first split time, so you'd expect player 5 to be maybe 10 seconds ahead coming out of bombs, but yeah, we'll probably see a slightly wider gap than that now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Curious when we'll see scans. Because I know player 5's been scanning in Castle previously, just because he wants to go for plat PBs. And I guess it doesn't really matter, but we'll see what he's been doing recently.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people scanning after mag.
After mag? I haven't really seen that. I've seen after bombs a bit more.
I think that was like last week. This week they're doing something... No, wait, 2 weeks ago.
It goes in trends a bit. Anyway, we see a very nice gamer win bomb from P5, and with that is quite a mountain for Daniel to climb now. And
didn't unstasis the cog?
Nope.
So...
Probably a little shaken. Used to get his nerves under control.
Yeah.
Player does after bombs, right. Not going for a plat PB in today's race, then.
Oh, you're the only one who did after mag. Okay, fair enough, Sabir.
A bit of a trendsetter. Yeah, after we mash through this text, we will be seeing amiibo scans, according to my sources. Looking for 2 fish that do damage at minimum.
What did you just say?
2
fish that do damage?
Yeah, damage fish, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know damage fish. I'm usually some pyro bass.
Lame fish.
Oh, true.
Yeah, pyro bass are nice, but you do get peppers usually, don't you?
I guess he is scanning after mag.
Maybe he's doing plat. We will see. End of plat, castles scans.
Yeah. Who knows? That's some speedy wiggling right there.
Yeah, we might see it here. Ops to set skew. I say that like it's a controversial thing. Ops to set it without a second. Like, oh my god, he set skew before clipping?
What?
Pulling out all the stops. We'll see if Dan goes for scans here. He does indeed. I've seen a few people go for the win bomb halfway through mag. I think that's the preferred option. The one at the start of mag is very tricky.
Sketchy.
Yeah. Just inconsistent in general. Good fish for Dan. I think he's everything he needs to move on.
Doesn't even need to scan again, which is good.
Yeah, exactly.
So at this point, he kind of...
but it can take more than 2 scans.
Yeah. At this point, he kind of really does need everything he can get.
Yeah, exactly. He's fighting an uphill battle now. Goes for the... what's supposed to be a more consistent setup. I think he gets the right one. P5 opts not to go for the win bomb. Opts to play it safe as possible.
It's an unfortunate B2B
so
from
that was
Daniel.
slightly off. He did get noticed, so he must have messed up the timing of it slightly. Did Dan waste an arrow? I didn't see.
I don't think so. He did. I wasn't paying attention if he like shot another one during the BTB, but
He might have shown during BTB, I didn't see.
yeah.
Very nice ESC there. Here's that going for him.
Well, he have to rely maybe on a crate. He can smash the crate before, if he doesn't get unloaded, you can also smash the crate. If he needs an extra arrow, hopefully it'll give him something.
Okay, we'll see player 5 go towards the third BLSS of his route. Does a very nice setup, and we'll see him push himself up a hill. This one's slightly more precise because you need to slightly bend it around a corner.
And you have to watch out for the trees.
Yeah, that as well, but hitting a key tree is not too bad here because you're not at a very high speed at this point. Like, he can get back up to that speed in a couple seconds. He does hit one, but, like, that'll be like a 2-second difference, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm sure I've seen people go from this tree. Usually I see people go from one of the darker ones, but...
Oh,
yeah,
that's
not
unfortunate.
ideal.
Well, does
That's
give...
not a good autosave, I think. I think you needed to hard save.
Mm.
We will see, but I think this might put him back at mag. Might be a mistake. Yeah. Oh, this
weird.
counts as ground contact, so it could be worse, but if he'd hard saved, he would have been at the bottom of a tree before reloading.
It definitely does give Daniel just a nice bit of time to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. It's about the same time lost as the depth.
The
death, so slightly more even now.
Oh, unfortunate. That's not a good B2B.
I would dare say it's a bad B2B.
What? No way. Nice.
Much better wind on that time. Yeah. Will his ski be fine? His ski should be fine. Yeah, it is. Clips in cleanly, and with that, the gap is now wide open again.
Daniel's going to be looking to... Right, okay. Thank you.
Daniel hits a good angle, Magnesis BTB. Lands
Not a
on
good
the opposite
angle.
side. Yeah, it is. He landed by the shrine. But it's not a forest angle.
True. Okay.
Messes up his ski set, but gets it second try.
Okay,
and
cool.
Clips, doesn't clip, tries again, and clips in the first part. Clips in the second part. Alright, we'll probably see player 5 up. No, he doesn't opt for the win bomb. He's actually playing it super safe. I wonder if he sees the stream, because he does have quite a lead on his hand.
I wonder if he just is like no safe strats, because he knows his PB is like better than Daniel's. So if he just does safe strats, then he really shouldn't have a problem. So, I don't know if it's just like a pre-race decision. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, we've seen player 5 drop. I think he lost his one game to Pier because of a few mistakes he made, like missing Mag Win Bomb, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I see player 5 doing the cryo split, which is probably the second longest split of this route, it's one of the long ones anyway, compared to bomb split on Dan's route. But even then, I still think player 5 is quite a lead.
Or if you just look, like, he's finished 3 strines and Daniel's only finished 2. So.
Player 5 losing an arrow there. Don't think it should be an issue, but we will see. May opt to get the elemental one in a bit.
Nice BTB.
Yep, looks good. Looks to the left to minimize lag when he does the reload. The re-equip.
Nice EC.
And a very nice EC as well, yeah. So I suspect we'll see Cryo win bomb, just because that's one of the reasons to do this route.
Cryo wind bomb's amazing.
It'd be a power move not to do it, to be honest.
It'd be stupid.
Slightly dodgy box walk, but it gets in there.
Yeah,
Lands a
I
little
kinda
far from a tower. I think he's... Oh, yeah, he's just okay. You need to be at the top of a tower before the goblin with the shield starts moving. And
I think he was
because
trying to grab
he
an
was slightly
arrow.
late up, it messed up the timing a bit.
He did that in Tapir's race, in the race with Tapir, to grab an extra arrow. So
Yeah, I mean, it's an
I wonder if
option.
he's wanting to do that, and that's why he like had a weird spacing there.
Either way, that's more time lost. We will now see the wind bomb from P5. Lands in
Oop.
not the best spot, but it's a fine one. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty huge comeback Daniel needs to make now.
Yeah.
P5 has probably about a minute and a half of a lead.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, Daniel does a BTB, so there's just more probability that he's going to mess that up than for player 5 to mess up his BLSS.
Is he BLSSing to castle?
Yeah. But at least, I think, I haven't been able to watch player 5 streams as much, so...
I think BTB is still faster, but we'll see what he opts for.
I think, yeah, I didn't think he's doing Castle BTV. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the points where nerves can definitely mess up your run, so not opting to go for it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly misses the angle on the ledge, gets it second try. This is one of the tighter full damage cancels, but P5's pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Are you meant to lose the spear there?
I mean, it's similar to the axe, where it's like, you have to get rid of it anyway.
Oh yeah, I guess he's
And you
doing
don't
setup.
need
He's
it.
not doing BTB, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Some reason in my head well, he was doing BTB despite the fact we just talked about it. So yeah, makes sense. We will see him opt for the BLSS.
Yeah. Daniel definitely will be like a minute behind, minute 30.
I mean, at this point, it's 2 minutes.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we see amiibo scans now, so I think this is just like Plat PB habits coming in. Gets a Porgy, gets some Bass if he wants to take it. There's a Hearty Fish as well if he wants to play it super safe.
I think that'd be really safer. Place where he is on.
Yeah, but if you know you're ahead, then no reason not to.
Yeah.
Anyway, should be all set to head to the castle.
Yeah, so Nick, the way that these are this is happening this year is it's a bit different than last year. So last year we just made it so last year basically what happened was player 5 would have had a game advantage, and that's how we're doing it. This year we're having it where it's still best of 5, but if Daniel was to win it, we'd have to do basically a bracket reset, which means that Daniel would have to win it all again, if I've understood it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a best of 5 per set, and it's a best of 3 in set total. But player 5 comes in with a 1 set advantage, which basically compensates for the fact that Daniel's already lost the set this tournament, and player 5 hasn't.
Exactly.
So it's basically like player 5 would be sent to losers if he loses his first set, and then it's like elimination round for the set 2. I'm not... Oh, okay. Interesting strategy. I'm not sure it will become popular, but Dan remembers to switch to Stasis for the second attempt. Curious if he still goes for BTB.
He really has to grab this arrow, yeah, I was gonna say.
Slightly too far to the right. I think he's just okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way this works means this could be potentially a 10-game grand final, which would be split into 2 parts. But yeah. It's a lot of any percent. I'm not sure I have 10 completed runs in my life. There's a lot of buffering for me. I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah, that was how it was for me for a bit.
Okay,
Yeah, you should
come
have to
back now.
Right.
Alright, we will now see what Dan is opting to go for. Does look like BTB. He's at 2 arrows, which is just enough, but I think he does need to grab an elemental or do one of the weapon backups in blight fights. Oh, that's early. If that were me, I would have done a Lumina backup, but alas, it's not me.
Alas.
Alas. Meanwhile, we see player 5 going for the out of bounds route.
Oh yeah. Daniel's already started pumping and he's not like even halfway
Yeah,
across
he's gonna have
sidewalk
to
field.
do at least one backup wind bomb, I think. I don't know how many backup fish he got, but yeah,
A couple.
this is the kind of situation where you really want a Lumina backup in your arsenal.
Woblin's giving PFM a bit of trouble.
It's
just-
alright, he's just slightly weird on the angle, so he had to make sure he didn't get spotted.
Yeah.
Yes, we will be seeing a wind bomb here. Looks like he
Which is-
knows the compass direction. Yeah, because you can't go
No.
too far left. So.
It's not fantastic for the gate loading.
No, you'll most likely have to do backup clip, so I wouldn't have been disappointed to see him go for the opposite route. No, he does actually
What?
get it still.
How? Oh, is it going to load
you
it?
can get-
No. How?
If you can get wind bomb before the castle loads in, then you can still get that. But if you get castle load, which is a bit RNG at that point, then
Yeah.
you will definitely get loaded gate.
Actually, there's a pretty high chance that when you do that wind bomb, you are going to get unloaded gate.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why, but almost every time I've seen that wind bomb, it's going to be an unloaded gate.
Yeah.
So weird because like I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, Vivo, but it seems like if you like speed cap on a BLSS is a lot more likely. I mean, this is just like what I've observed, so I could be completely wrong, but
You're still
So
moving
it-
quickly, because at
there's
that
three.
point, the game's still loading in Castle Town when you're like setting up the wind bomb. So it's like,
Yeah,
Doesn't make
I'm not
much of a
entirely sure.
difference.
I think it's how it prioritizes the loading depending on where you land.
right.
And because you landed before that, it's going to start. It's not going to care about what's out of view. So it's not going to like try and gate would be low priority, wouldn't? Because it's not near you, you can't see it. But if you can
Yeah,
quickly
exactly.
get over there from that position there, then I think that's what it is. Still don't understand Breath of the Wild loading, but that'd be my best guess.
I don't think Breath
Will
of the
we
Wild
ever?
understands Breath of the Wild loading. And yeah, we see player 5 into Blights now. Ooh, interesting thing he does for his menu there. He throws his Edge of Duality on the floor to save some menus. At least I was assuming why he did it.
Be unfortunate if you didn't realise he did it.
And yeah, meanwhile we see Dan doing the out of bounds movement, gets the 2 wind bombs just fine.
Yeah. There's no way player 5 could be on like world record pace because he didn't have a great plat.
No,
So-
there was the reload he got on the wind bomb, so there's no way he's
Yeah.
anywhere near it.
You know, or maybe he's just magically 90 to 95 seconds ahead or something. Out of
Maybe he
nowhere.
just finds, yeah, he finds Clam Skip.
He's on 23
Exactly.
pace, I believe.
He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
he's got a boomerang and he's got a Royal Guards Claymore. He could go for the janky setup with the bombs that I saw once on Twitter.
Mom, I saw it on Twitter. It must be true.
I mean, it's possible. It's just not
Oh,
RTA
yeah.
viable.
Yeah.
Daniel misses the wind bomb.
He's still good on
He's-
food, though, I believe, because he's still got heart and half.
Yeah,
so
he's
he
got his
can,
heart feed and a
Yeah.
long attack feed. Yeah, he didn't detonate square bomb.
At least he did it before he tried.
Yeah, exactly.
Realised it was
That
there.
would have been even longer because then you have to worry about your circle bomb as well. Better bomb placements and ooh, very close for Malice there. He would have survived one touch, but it's still a little sketchy.
Yeah, 95% of games we'd be saying, hey, look, this race is almost all but over, but Nope, it's this dumb game. The leads could switch in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
I'm not expecting it since player 5 he's okay at blights. He's not bad at them.
No, he's
Yeah, I
not bad.
think he's shown to have a decent level of consistency. But you never know. Especially in these races, you do see people make... Ooh, that's a mistake, but I think it's okay. And yeah, we see player 5 going into Kalam with a fairly sizable lead.
The entire Blight's lead.
Now, I was talking about the setup that works with, like, from Thunderblight into Kalam. I saw Setagashi do it.
Yeah, but
Like, not RTA viable, but it's how he gets world record after missing a win bomb.
wait, don't you need 2 boomerangs for it?
Is it 2 boomerangs? I think it's a boomerang and you throw a Royal Guards Claymore.
I don't
And
remember.
then you
to be
detonate
honest.
one
Crazy.
finish him up. Yeah,
I saw it and said, yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and then that was it.
it's a little
Yeah.
That's my
ridiculous,
knowledge.
Same.
but it is possible. Oh, damage
What?
routing a little off for Dan. I think he
Oh,
needs.
he doesn't have
Ooh,
another arrow.
That's a mistake. They're hitting it with the boomerang because now he's not going to have his claimer out in the start of phase 1 Fireblight.
Well, he
And
doesn't
he's
have
just-
another arrow. He needed to hit him with
You-
something.
Yeah, but I think you just need to hit with Claymore.
Yeah, like you can be fast enough if you realize it, and then just like immediately switch and go,
Yeah.
like he has done.
Thankfully, he didn't go for an instant attack Fireblight, but you do sometimes get Fireblight attacking quicker, and that's when it gets a little tricky. In the meantime, player 5 has unlocked Kalam. But yeah, if you can get away with this, it's the safest in terms of durability. I don't know if Dan said to use any of the backup durability on the Royal Claymore, but if you have, then you need to make sure it lasts for Thunderblight
Instant
phase 1.
teleport from Fireblight.
Yeah, I guess unlucky there. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
the
need to go
scenario as
fast.
well.
This is, gosh.
Yeah, it's very gosh.
This is not what he was looking for. Okay.
No, it's been a bit of a rough run in general.
Yeah, I think
Starting
you just
from
need to
that.
take a breath.
Yeah, I think there's a 5-minute gap between races, so
Mm-hmm.
be a good chance for him.
Well, it's not even that bad of a run, really. It's just you're
No.
playing
Yeah,
against player
exactly.
5.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Still curious what this is gonna be. I think it's 27 maybe.
Oh, no
Or maybe
speed
mid
loss.
26. Yeah. Not optimal. Yikes.
Yeah, player 5 basically lost by not doing that, so
Alright, yeah.
Might as well just quit now, to be honest. I don't know how he recovers from this.
It's done. Daniel wins.
This set. Meanwhile, we see Daniel moving into Kalam.
It's going to be interesting with some of the mistakes he made earlier. Like how he's
Mine
going
is
to
just-
compensate.
Our player
He's
5
just
went too
shooting.
early. He was trying to
Yeah.
redeem himself.
Yeah, pre-fires.
The true best of 3 setup is to use the first game to set up New Game Plus for Game 2.
no, it's to say slime in it 3 times.
That works as well.
Mm-hmm. Nice headshot off the wall there.
I don't know. He's down a bow shot. Oh, yeah. How's he manage that? So with that, he loses a lot of damage. He's gonna need to do.
He did an extra shot on Water Blight. Right at the end. It didn't hit. He tried to do a headshot while Water Blight was like on the ground.
I think he's okay.
Wait, what?
Clam, you're not meant to do that.
Nope.
I think
Alright,
he's all bomb
GG.
arrows, so he... Oh, that's unfortunate.
No.
That's the scariest of the attacks, I think.
I feel like Daniel just got scammed then.
Right. And for people who have not really watched things on ZSR, not really just tuned in for grand finals because it looks exciting, we time our leaderboards a bit differently than we do here on ZSR. Leaderboards start from when you gain control of Link. So if you subtract 1 minute and 7 seconds from this time, this is what you normally see on your leaderboard time. So if someone wants to do the math, they can do that.
Yeah, it's a 26:51 leaderboard time for this run. Which is... It feels weird to say, but that's kind of slow by P5 standards.
Yeah.
But he has been playing it a lot safer in terms of his threats today.
You know what? You can play however you want it in a race, as long as you win the race.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
This
cares?
is true.
Everyone's got their own strategies.
Just gonna give everyone a heads up. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break between races. It's just gonna take that break between each and every one. We are gonna run 3 minutes of ads during the break just to try and knock off we're gonna try and knock off pre-rolls. So if you need to get up, stretch, be our guest, take care of a few things. We will see you back here in about 5 minutes for game 2. And get the rest of this underway. Roy?